Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Police Chase. Today we're kicking off a brand new series, When People Messed with the Wrong Cops, where every dumb move instantly triggers justice mode. Alright, let's dive in.
Get your fucking hands up!
Cars around us.
Chicago, Illinois, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability released body camera footage from a violent Lawndale incident last month in which 2 officers and a suspect were shot. The confrontation occurred around 7:19 a.m. on Sunday, May 16, 2021, in the 1500 block of South Lawndale Avenue after officers responded to a ShotSpotter alert indicating gunfire. Upon arrival, the officers pursued the suspect, later identified as 45-year-old Bruce Lua, down a narrow alley.
Where's he going right now? He's going east.
Show me your hands, just get your hands out of your pocket! Dude, stop!
The video shows one officer approaching Lua with his firearm drawn when Lua immediately fired at the officer. Amid the exchange, the officer fell to the ground while returning fire at the suspect. Lua sustained a gunshot wound to his leg but survived the encounter, highlighting the intensity and unpredictability of the confrontation.
Get your hands out of your pocket! Dude, stop! What? Get your hands up! What? Come on! Shot fired by the police.
Following the incident, Lua was charged with attempted murder and aggravated battery. Both officers recovered from their injuries and were saluted as they left the hospital later that day. The released footage underscores the dangers law enforcement officers face during high-risk situations and the rapid decisions required to protect themselves and the public from immediate threats. 2 juvenile suspects, a 14-year-old driver and a 15-year-old passenger, fled from an attempted traffic stop in Minneapolis while driving a stolen Kia SUV.
Going right to the light, back on 94 northbound. It's going to be a black Kia, license plate Edward, Victor Sarah, 93, occupied by 1.
Lieutenant, copy? It's a stolen vehicle. Speed's 104 light traffic. What's the next exit?
During the pursuit, officers performed a PIT maneuver in an effort to disable the vehicle. The Kia subsequently lost control and crashed.
10-4. We're letting the locals know right now. 656.
Oh, really? Crash. You just drop down to 94 from the 49th overpass. Start medics.
We've got medics. We'll get somebody down there. Is there a partner close? Occupant's running. Driver's running. Black hoodie, dark jeans, passenger, tan shorts, black hoodie.
Both suspects exited the vehicle and fled the scene on foot before being apprehended in a nearby neighborhood out of camera view.
Okay, so I'm coming up on 49th.
Because the suspects are minors, little to no information regarding their identities, potential charges, or court proceedings has been made public due to juvenile privacy laws. On February 15, 2024, Officer Tyler Ashcraft engaged in a dangerous high-speed pursuit that reached up to 130 miles per hour. The fleeing suspect weaved recklessly through traffic, ignoring all commands to stop. Acting quickly, Ashcraft performed a controlled Paitee maneuver, sending the suspect's vehicle crashing into a drainage ditch near an overpass. The suspect immediately bailed out and fled on foot toward a nearby Burger King. Officer Middle responded without hesitation, crossing the ditch with his taser drawn. Despite the suspect's efforts to hide, the officers remained close behind and quickly cornered him. The suspect was taken into custody without further resistance. The pursuit, which could have ended in tragedy, was resolved safely thanks to the coordination, courage, and quick thinking of the officers involved. Cody Davis was found guilty on 6 charges tied to a violent high-speed chase on Ryan Street on April 10th. Prosecutors relied heavily on police dashcam video showing reckless driving, collisions, and a stolen gun tossed during the pursuit.
Hold on, Ryan. I think it was 52.
Alright, get off there for a minute. She's got a 52. East Vaughn run. Going northbound, southbound lane.
Davis testified in his own defense, claiming brake failure, but prosecutors called his story false and contradicted by video and recorded jail calls. They described his testimony as misleading and damaging to his case.
Ronnie College, northbound.
Driver!
Crossing.
The chase ended in a dramatic crash with no fatalities. The jury convicted Davis on all counts, and he now awaits sentencing and enhanced penalties as a habitual offender.
For the Acadian area.
Okay, well, they're not all 3. If anybody can advise on it, the other one.
On December 21st, 2021, in Pooler, Georgia, officers with the Pooler Police Department spotted a stolen vehicle near Tanger Outlets Boulevard. Recognizing the danger, Pooler PD alerted the Georgia State Patrol, who soon joined the pursuit. The chase intensified as the suspect tore through roads at reckless speeds, endangering the public.
Get off the 99. Everybody, so we're getting off at the 90.
Got it.
It all ended when a trooper executed a pit maneuver, spinning the suspect's vehicle. Another trooper immediately followed up by ramming the car, disabling it completely. The suspect tried to flee on foot but was quickly caught and taken into custody without further incident. Nashville, Tennessee, October 29th, 2024. Carlos Esquivel, 22, led Metro Nashville police on a reckless chase down Korean Veterans Boulevard in a silver Dodge Challenger. Instead of stopping, he accelerated, weaving dangerously through traffic.
21 Silver Challenger 201, and then Carlos of the Loon Drive in Nashville, and I saw it.
The pursuit ended when Esquivel's car crashed head-on into a police cruiser. Thankfully, no serious injuries were reported. Esquivel was arrested and now faces 4 criminal charges, including aggravated assault on an officer. His high-speed stunt ended not in glory, but in handcuffs. Little Rock, Arkansas. Sergeant Jeff Preston spotted 19-year-old Tyrese Lancaster speeding at 90 miles per hour in a 75 miles per hour zone on Interstate 530. When Preston signaled for a traffic stop, Lancaster refused to comply and accelerated, sparking a police pursuit. The chase ended at exit 35, where Lancaster lost control of his vehicle, struck a guardrail, and collided with a police unit before coming to a stop. Officers quickly moved in and placed him under arrest without further incident.
I tried to stop you. I'm good. Shit. Anybody else in the car?
A search of the vehicle revealed several unopened Bud Light beers. Lancaster was treated at the scene for minor injuries before being transported to a detention center. He now faces multiple charges stemming from the pursuit and reckless driving. Aaron Elias Davis was convicted of 2 felonies, fleeing a peace officer in a motor vehicle and first-degree DWI. 5 other charges were dismissed as part of a plea agreement. At the time of the incident, Davis was driving after cancellation, inimical to public safety, and had multiple active warrants.
Attempted pit.
Jumping pit.
For the first-degree DWI, he was sentenced to 66 months in prison, stayed for 5 years, and 180 days in the Pine County Jail. He received 108 days credit for time served and may complete the remaining 72 days on an electronic home alcohol monitor. He was also placed on 5 years of supervised probation for the DWI conviction.
Potential contact.
Turn on the Kenneville Lane Road, cars around.
For fleeing a peace officer, Davis received 19 months in prison, stayed for 3 years, and 108 days in local jail, to run concurrently with the DWI sentence. Total fines and fees amounted to $5,944.58.
State Patrol's got a pursuit coming our way. Kagama Road going westbound. They're following a blue...
Lee County, Florida, November 27th, 2025. Around 3:39 a.m., an FHP trooper attempted to stop a Toyota Camry traveling nearly 100 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone on Daniels Parkway. The driver accelerated, ran a red light at Gateway Boulevard, and fled at speeds exceeding 110 miles per hour.
Still eastbound, unknown occupants. Approaching 82, speed 711. There's no traffic. There's 7-1 back and back. There's no back out.
Is that able to in person?
Yeah, board Daniel 51 to me. We are approaching Daniels Parkway. Correction, approaching 82. Right turn on 82.
The vehicle continued through multiple intersections and at one point traveled the wrong way on SR 82, creating a danger to other motorists. Troopers conducted a pay-team maneuver and, after several collisions, successfully stopped the vehicle around 3:45 a.m. 3 patrol vehicles were damaged and no serious injuries were reported. The driver, Vladimir Domingo Lopez, 21, showed signs of impairment. Breath tests registered 0.135 and 0.134, nearly twice the legal limit of 0.08, and he was taken into custody.
Get the fuck out of the car!
A car speeding far beyond the posted limits quickly drew the attention of nearby officers. As the driver recklessly weaved through traffic, police launched a high-speed pursuit determined to bring the dangerous chase to a safe end. The chase took a dramatic turn when the driver lost control on a sharp curve, causing the car to flip over violently. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, ensuring the suspect was safely extracted. Despite the crash, law enforcement swiftly apprehended the driver, ending the pursuit without further harm to others. On April 13, 2021, along Interstate 16, officers observed a maroon Ford F-150 swerving dangerously between lanes, nearly colliding with other vehicles. When signaled to stop, the driver ignored commands and sped north onto I-75. The truck weaved through traffic, frequently driving onto the emergency lane and disregarding traffic signals, creating a highly hazardous situation for motorists along the route. Near exit 169, law enforcement executed a tactical maneuver that caused the F-150 to lose control, veer off the road, and come to a complete stop.
He's off the right shoulder.
The driver, later identified as 16-year-old Havati Ahmadi, abandoned the vehicle and fled on foot into nearby woods. Officers quickly pursued and apprehended him, bringing the dangerous situation under control.
Hey, one off the right here, one up on the hill.
Jonesboro, AR, February 3rd, 2026. At approximately 9:58 a.m., an officer on patrol heard a Bay police officer report a vehicle failing to yield to emergency lights and siren on State Highway 463. The pursuit continued northbound on East Nettleton Avenue within Jonesboro city limits, involving one Bay police unit and 3 Craighead County deputies. The Bay unit later disengaged, while deputies continued following the suspect vehicle.
I can. They're all 22 and at this point. Looks like county is going to follow the vehicle for a bit. Different.
Deputies reactivated their emergency equipment, at which point the reporting officer took the lead of the pursuit. The officer then conducted a tactical vehicle intervention, TVI, to bring the vehicle to a stop.
TVI.
After the stop, officers gave verbal commands for the driver to show her hands. The driver, who was on the phone with Jonesboro Dispatch, refused to comply and kept the vehicle locked. Officers observed a light blue handheld taser in her hand and repeatedly ordered her to drop it.
Get your hands off of me!
After the stop, officers gave verbal commands for the driver to show her hands. The driver, who was on the phone with Jonesboro Dispatch, refused to comply and kept the vehicle locked. Officers observed a light blue handheld taser in her hand and repeatedly ordered her to drop it. Texarkana, Arkansas. On the afternoon of July 4th, 2025, police received a report of a reckless driver in a light green Hyundai Tucson with Montana license plate CCFF 3045. Officers soon located the vehicle, which escalated the danger by intentionally attempting to strike a patrol car. This act prompted officers to initiate a pursuit and call for additional support. Reports also indicated the driver was armed with a knife, heightening the threat as the chase wound through multiple city streets.
Get your fucking hands up! Get your fucking hands up!
The driver, later identified as Philip West, refused to comply, shouting at officers and resisting arrest. Law enforcement responded with less lethal tools to subdue him safely.
Hands out the window! Hey, get cover, get cover!
West was removed from the vehicle, handcuffed, and taken into custody without further incident. Police confirmed there were no injuries during the confrontation, and only minor damage occurred to one patrol vehicle. West now faces multiple charges as the case proceeds.
Please stop.
On August 7th, 2021, a Georgia State Patrol officer spotted a red Chevrolet Equinox dangerously using the shoulder to bypass heavy traffic on I-75/85. When signaled to stop, the driver suddenly fled, sparking a risky pursuit.
And 10-4 on 1080, approaching Edgewood.
Left shoulder, right shoulder.
The suspect sped along shoulders, ran red lights, nearly hit vehicles and a pedestrian, then crashed into a guardrail on Peachtree Street. All 4 occupants fled on foot.
You go ahead and drive. Once you leave, I'll call you.
Red.
Clear, got off on Eastern.
1050.
1050, 1050. 1050.
The driver, D'Angelo Antoine Rogers, was arrested after a brief chase. Police found a loaded handgun, suspected drugs, and suspicious checks, later confirming Rogers was a wanted convicted felon. On October 16, 2021, Georgia State Police targeted an illegal street racing meetup in East Point, Georgia. A helicopter spotted a gold and white Camaro doing donuts in a strip mall, drawing a crowd and police attention.
Hey, be careful, headline, it goes to one lane. I still don't have street overlay, so if you get into anything, I'm gonna have y'all call it. I can still keep the camera on it, but I don't have street overlay.
Watch that parking lot. The dress right there. They're coming out right here, guys.
They're splitting. They're splitting. That gold one's still doing donuts, though.
Officers quickly moved in, scattering racers. Carlos Merritt Jr. was arrested on the spot for racing, reckless driving, and traffic violations, ending the stunt before it spread further.
Get on the ground. Get on your gold Camaro. Come see him. I'm looking for the other 1080.
Apologize. You ain't.
The chase began on Interstate 10 in Escambia County, Florida, after the Alabama Highway Patrol alerted Florida authorities about a speeding car crossing state borders. The driver likely thought changing states would shake law enforcement, but they were wrong. As the pursuit escalated, officers skillfully executed a flawless pété maneuver, forcing the vehicle to a screeching halt. A perfect pété is like landing a strike in bowling, except this time, it's the suspect's pride that hits the pavement. Fortunately, no one was injured during the chase, and the driver was swiftly taken into custody. Now facing charges for fleeing and eluding in both Alabama and Florida, along with multiple traffic violations, this incident serves as a clear warning. Mixing reckless behavior with overconfidence and adrenaline rarely ends well. Atlanta, Georgia. On November 20th, 2020, at around 9:58 a.m., an officer observed a vehicle on Virginia Avenue commit multiple traffic violations. The pursuit continued with the suspect making several turns across major roads, including Eubanks Avenue, Bachelor Street, and Cambridge Avenue, before re-entering East K85. A third pit attempt near the Cleveland Avenue exit also failed. The chase ended when the suspect's vehicle became disabled from damage at 2451 Springdale Road Southwest.
Rear driver's side tire is out. Spark line is out of control.
The officer drew his firearm and ordered the driver out. The suspect, identified as Edward Lee Brown Jr. of Georgia, was arrested for fleeing and eluding. He was medically evaluated at Grady Hospital and later transferred without incident to the Atlanta Pretrial Detention Center. On the morning of February 3rd, 2026, a tense pursuit erupted when a vehicle refused to stop for police and sped through the streets of Jonesboro. Multiple units followed closely behind before an officer decided to end the chase by executing a tactical vehicle intervention, TVI.
Yeah, he's right behind me, he's right behind me, he's right behind me. Yep, I got him.
The maneuver caused the vehicle to lose control, and one suspect was thrown from the car onto the roadway. The vehicle came to a stop amid the chaos.
Somebody in the car! Somebody in the car! Oh no, I wasn't driving. Where you at? No, I wasn't. Put your hands behind your back!
The second suspect was quickly surrounded, pulled from the vehicle by officers, and taken into custody. The entire incident unfolded in just moments before both were arrested.